Let's discuss. Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another video, and today I will be checking out a track off of Darko's Dethmask Part II, which they have been releasing a decent amount of music. Part 1 was the first thing that they released, so we are circling back around to that. Part 2, I'm going to be checking out Hybrid Process, which features Landon Tewers of The Plot and You and his solo work. Very talented person, so I'm excited to see this combination. I will link the promotional stuff for Darko in the description of this video, anywhere you can get merch or any physical copies of Dethmask Part 2. That will be in the description. Other than that, I'm going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it. Nice. Yeah, that's nice over that. Or under that, really. Oh, wait. Ooh. Oh, no right. Yeah. Ooh. Darko hybrid process featuring Landon Tewers. Let's discuss. I suppose it's hard to say at this point how much revisiting I'll do, because I said when the self-titled came out, I think it was that it would get like a lot of revisits from me and stuff, and then I kind of fell off with it and didn't even go to like my favorite tracks very much. But I feel like I will revisit this one a lot. Not only Landon's feature, but that was like a feature I didn't know I really wanted, but I really wanted, because Landon just has such a, I feel like his voice can work in like, you know, different types of songs really well, because he can come across this way where it fits in with Darko and that heaviness, or something that's like, I don't want to say too much lighter, but it's just a different tone, different presentation than some of what we see. When I first listened to his like, for example, if you just go through a few songs on his solo stuff, you'll be able to see what I mean. You're just not really sure with Landon, but with Darko, it's like, all right, this is probably going to be pretty heavy. But beyond that, and the part where his vocals, like, right as his part is coming in, it was like, you could feel something had changed there vocally. It almost, I don't know if it was his vocals layered or there or what, but you could tell something was, like, shifting there, and I liked that, because I feel like, I don't know, my brain just likes stuff like that, like, hey, something's about to happen, pay more attention, you know. But beyond that, the synth was really a driving factor for me, especially the synth in like the beginning of the song more, that carries like a lot of melody, sort of, that it clashes, so not in a bad way, but like in a contrast type of way, clashes really well with the overall sound of the song, and it drove it so much further for me. And then the use of the synth later in the song, that's more of like a chaotic approach than that. It just felt like two different uses on like two different ends of the song, but done very well. So overall, I just really enjoyed it. And then it also has the things that Darko, like when I think of the way that Darko sounds, it sounds the way like a bunch of lasers shooting around looks to me like, you know, if the Sleep Token video, I think it was for the summoning, where like, I think it's supposed to be from a gun or something like that, laser on there, but like if that was in fast motion, all those lights like going across, something like that is how Darko sounds to me, if that makes any sense to anyone else. And I think that's really present in the instrumentals here. But there was one riff in this that sounded, it just had a different, like, I don't want to say personality because it's a riff, but like it had different character than the rest of the track did, and it sort of matched up with what that synth in the beginning added to the song for me, like almost a step down in the chaoticness that they have overall, but still everything else is just kind of like laser shooting around, you know, if you get what I'm saying. And then Tom's vocals doing what Tom's vocals do, like that drop in the beginning that sort of echoed. I thought that was funny. I don't know, just like a little detail like that added in, panning left to right kind of. And then throughout the entire track, just popping off. That's not really like the most descriptive terminology I could have used, but his vocals just have that sound to them that is so identifiable. Like if a track had him featured on it, did not list it, there are some vocalists where I feel like if that were the case, I may take a minute, but immediately upon it being Tom Barber, I feel like it's identifiable, and I'm not sure what adjectives to use to describe that tone, but it reminds me of like, no, that visual won't make sense to anyone else. It's just very unique in its sound, and every track that they've put out, I feel like he brings that like factor to it in a good way. I mean that obviously it's just the lows that are kind of not just lows either. Like when he goes high, it still has that same characteristic that I'm trying to talk about, and it's not the same as like when I talk about Andy Sezek's low and stuff. That would be like the exact opposite almost, because those are like layered really well and they feel like they come from a different place. And then Tom Barber just has like this, I don't know, just this crazy voice to me that I have no idea how he does that, but all of the usual characteristics. But I loved the synth on this the most, and of course that's something that's very present in their discography. It's not something new, but the use of it on this song is probably my favorite, I think, and I'm not even sure why, but I loved that beginning one the most. So I'm gonna do revisiting to this. Perfect feature for me. I'll be probably listening to this the most off of, I think I may have saved one other track for a video. I don't remember. I need to go check my notes. But I did listen to a few of the other tracks off of this. And so far, this will be my favorite of them, I think. But I will give it a full listen, see what the outcome is. Let me know. I think I am liking it overall more than I liked their self-titled Oni, I need to do more listening to make that sort of call, but I think this will at least stick with me more than Self-Titled did. So let me know what you thought in the comments. I will link Darko's social media, their promotional links, all of that stuff in the description. You can also find my Linktree, which will have the invite for the Discord server, the link to my new Patreon, which that should also be either in the description or in the Linktree, one or the other. It'll have my Instagram profile link where I post all music-related content. It's got some stuff in there if you're interested. So all of that will be there. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.